The Little Lantern's Big Adventure. Once upon a time, in a quiet village tucked between the hills, there was a little lantern named Luma. Luma was small, but she had a bright, warm glow that lit up the darkest corners of the village. Every night, she would sit by the door of the old bakery, casting a soft light that helped people find their way home. Though she was proud of her light, Luma longed to see more of the world beyond the village. One evening, as the village settled into sleep, a strong wind began to blow. The trees swayed, and the sky darkened with clouds. Luma's light flickered, but she held on tightly. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew through the village, knocking over Luma's stand. She tumbled out of the bakery and rolled into the meadow. "Oh no!" Luma gasped, trying to steady herself. But the wind was too strong, and she was carried farther and farther from the village. Luma was scared. She had never been so far from home before. The night was dark, and there were no familiar paths or buildings. But as the wind slowed, Luma realized something. She was free. She had always wanted to explore, and now she had the chance to see the world beyond the village. As Luma continued to roll through the meadow, she saw a group of fireflies glowing brightly in the distance. She decided to follow them, thinking that they might know the way back to the village. The fireflies flew in a pattern, lighting up the dark night, and Luma hurried to keep up. Soon Luma came to a large forest. The fireflies led her to a clearing where she saw a beautiful lake shimmering under the moonlight. The water reflected the stars, and the trees surrounding the lake seemed to whisper in the wind. It was the most beautiful sight Luma had ever seen. But Luma was still unsure of where she was. "How will I ever find my way back?" she thought sadly. Just then, the fireflies fluttered around her in a circle. One of them, who had a soft, golden glow, hovered close to Luma and said, "Do not worry, little lantern. We will help you. You've shown great courage by leaving the comfort of your home. Now we will guide you back." With their soft light leading the way, Luma followed the fireflies through the forest, across the meadow, and back to the village. The journey had been long, but Luma felt proud of her adventure. She had seen the beauty of the world beyond the village and had made new friends along the way. When Luma returned to the bakery, she was greeted by the warm faces of the villagers. They had been worried about her, but when they saw how bright she had become, they knew that Luma had grown in more ways than one. From that night on, Luma was no longer just the little lantern by the bakery. She had experienced the world, and her light shone even brighter than before, a symbol of courage, adventure, and the beauty of the world beyond.